If you have ever lived with your cat in a noisy city apartment, you know this moment. The room is quiet, the lights are low, and suddenly your cat freezes staring at a blank wall, as if something is there. To you, it looks like nothing. But to your cat, the room may be full of tiny sounds, hidden smells, faint movements in light your eyes cannot read. Science has shown that cat senses work far beyond ours. So tonight, let's step into the world your cat has been noticing all along, every single night. Number 11. Your cat does not fear the dark the way you do. At night, you may see darkness as empty space, but your cat does not experience it that way. After living with cats for more than 10 years in a busy city apartment, I have seen this many times. The room goes quiet, the traffic outside softens, and your cat suddenly moves like they know exactly where everything is. That is not magic. A cat's eyes are built to work with very little light. Studies on feline vision describe the tapetum lucidum, a reflective layer behind the retina that helps bounce light back through the eye. So when your cat walks across the room at 3 a.m., they are not guessing. They are reading shadows, shapes, and movement. Before we go deeper, like and subscribe if your cat has ever stared at something you could not see. Number 10, when your cat notices marks you cannot see. After more than 10 years living with cats in the city, I have learned one thing. When your cat stares at a clean wall, it may not be clean to them. You see paint, shadow, and maybe dust. But your cat may be reading tiny traces of light, scent, and movement that never reach your human senses. Researchers Ron Douglas and Glenn Jeffrey published a study in Proceedings of the Royal Society B, suggesting that many mammals, including cats and dogs, have ocular media that transmit ultraviolet light. In simple words, your cat may notice parts of the world that stay invisible to you. So when your cat freezes near a corner, follows a line across the floor, or looks at the ceiling like something moved there, do not rush to call it strange. A cat may be noticing old scent marks, insect trails, reflected light, or small surface changes your eyes filter out. The twist is this: your home is not empty. It is full of quiet information. Every doorway, blanket, shoe, window ledge, and floor tile carries little clues. Your cat moves through that world like a careful reader, not just a cute pet wandering around. If you want to understand your cat better, slow down and watch what catches their attention. You may not see the hidden mark, but your cat probably does. And once you realize that, the next ability makes even more sense. Your cat is not only seeing more than you. Your cat may also be hearing a house that seems completely silent to you. Number 9, your cat hears the house before you hear anything. Sometimes your cat hears the city apartment long before you do. After more than 10 years living with cats, I've learned that when a cat suddenly lifts its head, turns one ear, or stares toward a wall, it usually means something reached them first. Maybe it's a pipe ticking behind the wall, a tiny insect moving near the window, an electronic hum, or footsteps outside the hallway. To you, the room still feels quiet, but to your cat, the house is already speaking. Research on domestic cats shows they can hear far beyond the human range, with studies reporting sensitivity up to around 60,000 hertz or higher, while humans usually hear up to about 20,000 hertz. So next time your cat reacts before anything happens, pause for a second. They may not be nervous. They may simply be hearing tomorrow arrive early. Number 8. Your cat can feel changes before the room feels different to you. After more than 10 years living with cats in a busy city, I have learned not to ignore the quiet moments when your cat suddenly changes. Maybe the traffic outside sounds normal to you. The room feels the same. The lights are soft. Nothing looks wrong. But your cat stops, lifts their head, and begins listening to something you cannot hear. This is where many people misunderstand a cat. They think your cat is being dramatic, nervous, or strange. But cats are built to notice small changes long before we do. Your cat may feel tiny vibrations through the floor, hear low sounds carried through the building, smell rain before it reaches the window, or sense a shift in the air before a storm arrives. Research in animal behavior has long reported unusual reactions in animals before earthquakes, storms, and other natural events. Scientists are still careful about calling it prediction, but journals studying animal sensitivity suggest many animals can respond to environmental cues humans miss, including vibration, pressure changes, and low-frequency sound. So when your cat hides under the bed, walks around the room, or stares toward the window before bad weather, do not rush to laugh it off. Your cat may be reading the room in a deeper way than you can. The best thing you can do is stay calm. Watch their body language. Check the windows, sounds, and weather. Sometimes your cat is not trying to scare you. Your cat is simply telling you something around us has changed before your senses have caught up, and it matters more than expected. Number 7, your cat finds warmth because your body feels like safety. After living with cats for more than 10 years in a busy city, I've learned this: when your cat chooses your chest, your legs, or the warm spot beside you, it is not just about comfort. To your cat, warmth feels like safety. The city outside may be loud, cold, and unpredictable, but your body gives off something steady. Your breathing, your heartbeat, and your heat become a quiet signal that says, "You are safe here." Scientific studies published in the Journal of Physiology found warm receptors in the nasal region of cats, showing that a cat can detect warmth through sensitive facial areas. So when your cat curls up against you, they may be reading your body like a soft little heat map. It is instinct, but it is also trust. Stay still for a moment and let them feel home. Number 6, your cat's whiskers are mapping the room before they move. After more than 10 years of living with cats in a busy city apartment, I've learned one quiet truth. Your cat does not move through a room the way you do. You walk in and see furniture, walls, shadows, and maybe a narrow gap under the chair. But your cat feels the room before they trust it. Those whiskers on your cat's face are not just soft little details. They are called vibrissae, and research describes them as an important tactile sensory system in mammals. They help detect touch, vibration, airflow, and nearby surfaces. So when your cat walks slowly beside the sofa at night, they are not guessing. They are reading the space. You may notice your cat pause before entering a box, squeezing under a table, or stepping between objects. That pause matters. Your cat is measuring the world with their face. The whiskers help them understand whether a space is safe, too tight, or worth avoiding. And this is why you should never cut your cat's whiskers. Without them, your cat can feel less confident, especially in darkness or crowded spaces. In a small city home, full of chair legs, cables, shoes, and corners, those whiskers become even more important. So the next time your cat brushes their face against the wall, the bed, or your hand, do not see it as random. Your cat is building a quiet map of the world around them. And if you want to help, keep their paths clear. Give them soft spaces to move through and let their whiskers do what nature designed them to do. Number 5, your cat notices when you are not yourself. After more than 10 years of living with cats in a busy city, I have learned one quiet truth. Your cat knows when you are not yourself. Maybe you come home slower. Maybe your voice sounds heavier. Maybe you sit on the sofa without turning on the lights. To you, these are small changes, but to a cat, they are signals. Studies on feline emotion recognition suggest that cats can combine human facial expressions and voice tones to read emotional situations. And research in scientific reports also shows that cats can recognize familiar human voices and words more than many people expect. So when your cat walks over, sits near you, and stays quiet, it may not be random. Your cat may not understand every problem you carry, but they can feel that something has changed. And sometimes, that quiet presence is exactly what you need. Number 4, your cat smells the story you bring home. Number 4, your cat smells the story you bring home after living with cats for more than 10 years in a busy city. I have learned something simple. Your cat does not just see you come home. Your cat reads what came home with you. To you, your jacket is just a jacket. Your shoes are just shoes. But to your cat, they carry the hallway downstairs, the elevator, the street, another animal, a restaurant, a rainy sidewalk, or even the stress you carried through the day. That is why your cat may spend a long time sniffing your bag, your hands, or the doorway. They are not being strange. They are checking the story of the room after you changed it. Cats have a powerful sense of smell, but the deeper secret is the Jacobson's organ, also called the vomeronasal organ. Scientific research on mammalian chemical communication shows this system helps animals detect pheromones and social chemical signals. In cats, that little open-mouthed, frozen face after sniffing is often the Fleeman response. Your cat is not confused. Your cat is analyzing. So the next time your cat smells your shoes like a detective, do not rush them away. Give them a calm second. To your cat, smell is not just scent. It is memory, safety, and information. Number 3, your cat catches tiny movements before you do. Sometimes your cat locks onto a tiny shadow, a dust speck, or a flicker from your phone before you notice anything. After 10 years living with cats in a busy city apartment, I've learned not to laugh at that moment. Your cat is not being dramatic. Your cat is built to catch movement faster than your tired human brain can process it. Research on the feline visual system has shown that many neurons in a cat's visual cortex respond strongly to moving stimuli, especially direction and motion. So when your cat springs toward an empty corner, there may be a curtain shifting, a small insect crossing the wall, or reflected light sliding across the floor. To you, it looks like nothing. To your cat, it is a signal. Slow down, watch with them, and you may finally see the room the way your cat does. Number 2, your cat may have an inner compass you cannot feel. After more than 10 years living with cats in a busy city, I have learned not to laugh when your cat suddenly stops near a window and stares into the distance. To you, it may look like nothing. But your cat may be building a quiet map from scent sound memory, and possibly even the earth itself. Scientists still do not fully understand how some animals find their way across unfamiliar places, but research on magnetoreception shows that birds, fish, and other animals can use magnetic information as part of navigation. For cats, the evidence is not final, but their homing instinct is hard to ignore. Some lost cats have found their way back over long distances, likely by combining smell landmarks, familiar sounds, territory memory, and maybe magnetic cues. So when your cat pauses, listens, then chooses one direction, they may not be guessing. They may be reading a map you will never see. Watch closely because your cat's world is wider than your own, even inside a small city apartment at night quietly. Number 1, your cat is not seeing ghosts. They are sensing what you cannot. I know that look. Your cat freezes in the hallway, staring at a corner like someone is standing there. And in a quiet city apartment at 3 a.m., can feel a little unsettling. But your cat is probably not seeing ghosts. Your cat is sensing a world you simply cannot reach. Studies and proceedings of the Royal Society B suggest some mammals may detect ultraviolet light, and research on cat hearing shows cats can hear far beyond the human range. So when your cat reacts to nothing, remember this. It may be nothing to you, but to your cat, something is truly there. After more than 10 years living with cats in a busy city, I have learned one simple thing. Your cat is not strange. Your cat is just paying attention to a world you often miss. The quiet wall, the empty hallway, the dark corner at night. To you, they may look like nothing. But to a cat, they can be full of sound, scent, movement, warmth, and tiny signals your body cannot read. Studies in animal behavior and feline cognition show that cats respond to human voices, emotional cues, motion, scent, and sensory changes around them. So the next time your cat freezes, stares, or suddenly comes close to you, do not laugh it off too quickly. They may be reading the room in a way you cannot. And maybe understanding that is the first step to understanding your cat more deeply.